Welcome to Temple B'nai Torah. Those who are with us live in our beautiful sanctuary, Shalom, and those who are with us from the virtual world of the internet, we say Shabbat Shalom to you. Now, can they see me? Can they see you? If you want to say hello to them, do you have to turn around? Turn around. Hey, everybody. Well, it's hard to say. We love to see everybody. Take good care of yourself. The singing Shabbat for our Shabbat Shuvah. Rabbi Mali invited me to do this a few weeks ago, and I said, well, this is a great time to do it because I am absolutely free to do it. I'm so happy. For the one or two people who don't know, I think everybody does, I'm Rabbi Jim Mirel, Rabbi emeritus of Temple B'nai Torah. How about a little bim bam? Bim bam, bim bim bim, bim 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 bim. You know, Julie didn't like the key. I don't know why not. She didn't like the key. We're not going to do it. Bim bam, bim bim bim, bim 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 bim, bim bam, bim bim bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. I like that. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bim. We're so happy to see everybody today. During this holy time of the year, during this time that we call the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, the 10 days of repentance and return to Shuvah, taking us from Rosh Hashanah, which began, as you all know, this past Wednesday night, and through Yom Kippur, a week from the Shabbat, on Saturday night when we end with the Elah. 10 days of repentance, and during those 10 days we focus on Teshuvah, and our prayers are a little bit different. During these 10 days we have some additional things we say, but not radically different. Now, Elizabeth and Margaret, we're so happy to see you. Such an important, nice to see two sisters, so loving. And I'd like you to come up here along with Julie and light the candles, the three of you, because you've known each other for so many years, which means 50 years. 50 years. And we've been through a lot together. And we've seen, it's been a healing time for you, two of you. So on page number 2, and you might need to take up that microphone, Julie, that's behind you. And let's see if let the two ladies light the candles, because they're very good at that. They've been doing that great. Margaret, do you want to come and light a candle or something, dear friend? Remain seated, you don't have to get up. We're lighting the candles for Shabbat, and it's just Shel Shabbat. Yeah, I love that. and it's our Shabbat time. I love that.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של
That's all right.
Okay.
Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Let us read together. This is what I like to have people do, participate. But I always say, if you wish. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. If I say, rise, I'm not going to say it every time, if you wish. You know, everything is according to what you wish to do. But if you wish, in the middle of page number 6, a reflective prayer about this synagogue or any synagogue. Let's read together. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May the synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Well, I hope that is who we are and who we will be. We love to see all these nice folks. You did such a great job reading together. Let's do it again. A short prayer in the middle of page 9. Again, when we read together, we always do it slowly so we can kind of be in unison. Page 9, the middle of the page. Together? We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope. For Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living. For Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness. For Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Hey, we'd like to have some young people come here. That helps. We just said, may a threshold be no stumbling block to young feet. So we have some young feet here. That's a wonderful thing. All right. You can see we're really organized here, aren't we? Boy, we're really organized. I'd like to sing together. If we can. We'll start with simple songs. On page number 10 at the top. the Psalm verse, Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. And sometimes we add the word achayot, because achim means brothers. But in Hebrew, male collective noun includes female, so I don't know if you have to change to achayot. That's up to you. But it is a round. That means there are two parts, and you can sing either part, and it makes kind of a nice harmony. Top of page 10. Try it. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Now, you know, this is a very important moment when you're all here, and we're all here together, whether few in number or large numbers. But when we have few numbers, it gives us more flexibility. So now we take a minute, 2 or 3, for Julie to take that beautiful microphone and pass it around to people who want to share from their hearts something that they want to share. Now, sharing is a great thing if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, it's not a good thing. It could be something that's really happy in your life, or maybe some concern you have, or maybe something you're not really sure about, but you want to share anyhow. So if you raise your hand, of course, you have to speak into the microphone for the people back there. And you can say your name if you want to.
I'm happy to be able to share this new year with this community.
I bow to you. Any about share? Share about something happened, birthday maybe, anniversary, promotion.
Tell us your name first.
My name is Harnamy, and I'm thankful to have synagogue in here.
Weird.
Well, that is the most beautiful thing. I wish we could just have that on a video. That'd go viral. Thankful for the synagogue. Isn't that a great thing to have?
I'm going to New York next week for my granddaughter's civil wedding, Kaylee Knopf. She's not 29, and yeah, it's just going to be a very small, just her in-laws, her parents, and me. But then next year she's going to Provence for her real wedding. So
All right.
that's how young people operate these days.
Whatever
They choose. yeah.
whatever she wants to do is great, right?
Yeah, that's what she wants.
And you want to be there, so God bless you. Anybody else have a sharing time? Sharing time.
My name is Gary, and I am very thankful that I'm here with Rabbi Mirel and Julie, and we have been doing this for I don't know how many years, and I can only pray that God grants us many, many more years. Thank you.
Amen. Always have a prayer. Prayer is always good.
My name is Rob Schatz, and I've been a member of this temple since 2005, and I had no idea Rabbi Mirel was going to be here tonight, and it's an incredible blessing, and also to be amongst the community and people that I haven't seen in a long time.
Well, we're happy to see you. We're really happy to see you.
Good evening. I'm Josh Gerstmann, and some things have come west recently. One of those is sitting in my car right now. He's a 14-week-old yellow Labrador puppy named Erie, who came from the state of Ohio. And the other one is my college football team is going to be in Seattle tomorrow afternoon to take on the local team. So we'll see what happens.
We heard about that. We heard about that. That's kind of a big news. No pressure. No pressure. There's no pressure. All right. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you. My name is Bill Moken, and I have dropped into this synagogue now and then for a number of years, and I finally decided to become a member last week. So, yeah. Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you
big
very
deal.
much. Yeah.
That's a big deal. That's really big. And it goes to show that, you know, we're very patient. Might take a few years, that's fine. But that's a meaningful moment in our history of our congregation temple, B'nai Torah.
I remember years ago, I am Molly. Mitch Nadler made an interesting comment. He loved the high holidays because there were so many Jews in one place. And for me, what I really enjoy is to see members you've known for a long time. I mean, it's the one time a year that you know you're going to see members that you haven't seen, and it's really fun.
Well, that's great, isn't it? To your right, Mr. Phelps. He's just passing along. All right. There's the last one for now for this part of the world.
I have one.
Go ahead, dear. Speaking to the microphone, though. What do you have to do with that? Whoa.
I'm Helene, and this is my daughter Harmony. And we moved out here about 4 weeks ago now from Phoenix, Arizona. And we didn't know if we would make it. We had to wait for some things to come our way in order to come, and we took 2 days to pack up our life and 7 days to drive. And I remembered when I was a kid, then in Temple there was a song that said, "Wherever you go, there's always someone Jewish."
Yeah, we know that. We know that song.
And I prayed my whole way here that was correct, because I needed to find a Jewish community because we have no family. And I moved up here because I had one friend up here who kept telling me that it was a wonderful place to move to. And we had to stay at 6 hotels on the way here. Yes. And I'm so glad that we landed here and that I didn't have to look around, that we could just land here right away and stay at the synagogue. So thank you for allowing us in your community.
Wow, that's very moving. That's a moving moment.
I have one little comment.
Go ahead, dear.
On Monday, I celebrated my 75th birthday.
Oh, my. Mazel tov. Well, we're glad you're making it. That's great.
Thank you. Me too.
All right. You can stay up here for now because since you're already up here. So Julie, my wife, we've been doing this together for about 55 years. And we started in a little town in Indiana. So she's a singer, and I'm not really. I like to play the guitar. So we can kind of do it a little bit together. Page number 20 and 21. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat ne Kabbalat. Beloved, come to meet the bride, beloved one. Come to greet Shabbat. We will do the choruses, of course. Verse 1, 2, and 9. And we hit the 9th verse. Again, as always, if you wish, you can rise and face the door. Imagine the Shabbat bride coming into our midst. And if you want to sing, sing. If you want to listen, listen. And we go from there.
Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nikabela לכד אותי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לכד אותי, לכד אותי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לכד אותי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
If you wish.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה, לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Let's remain standing since you are standing. And let's go and chant together the call to prayer, the Baruch Hu. But we're going to do it in the melody or the nusach of the holiday. It's on page number 28.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's great. I love how you do. You can be seated now. You guys are doing such a great job. But I want to tell you something. Oh, I love that. Hey, remind me of your name again. With an M? Arm? H. And then what's after that? And what's after the H? What comes next? All right. Harmony. You can stay up here if you want to. You can be with Mom, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you can sit here with me, or
You can be
sit
with us.
Mom.
You can stay right up here because you're adding a lot just by being here.
You can stand when I'm standing.
You can just do whatever you want. All right.
I guess.
Let's do another reading on page 31. I like the top of the page. This is a beautiful prayer. Page 31. Let's read it together in English and then the Hebrew also. 31 if you wish. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and seasons glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of tide, of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. I'm not sure that Harvey actually reads. Do you read it? No, you don't need to read. You just stand there. Pictures are good too. Now, let me ask my friend Molly. Where's Molly? What's our latest tradition about standing or sitting for Shema? What do we do? Well, if some people standing, some sitting. Well, that's all right. We got one opinion there. All right. Well, you're sitting now. All right. All right. So what we're going to do today is, first of all, this whole service is going to be pretty short, but maybe not that short. But if you're sitting, you're sitting. But if you want to stand, you can stand. We're going to do the Israeli version of the Shema, which was written, about 40 years ago. No, speak up, pig, 40 years ago. Maybe 45 years ago. All right, Julie, whatever. Page number 34. Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Let her sing.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Whisper this part.
Baruch Shem Kefod, Shem Kefod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
No, that was beautiful. Harmony, you seem to know that pretty well, the Shema, right? All right. Do you like this melody? All right, this will be your moment in the sun. Julie, give her a microphone. This will be your time to sing the Shema by yourself.
Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Very good.
Now you go back, be with your mommy now. Go back with mom now. Sit down with mom. We'll call you back later, all right? Mommy's getting lonely. Mommy's lonely.
Oh, that was good.
And that, now you see, it's very much genetic. You could have someone trying their whole life to sing that well. And then the kid just, they're natural, right? All right, doesn't matter. It's great. Hey there, Susie. How about the V'ahavta on page 36? Let's chant that. We'll do that whole page.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה, אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך. ושתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת.
You guys are doing great. It's a wonderful group of people. We're going to do Mi Kamocha. It's a great song of liberation, of hope. It's on page number 40. And we're going to go back to that very beautiful, the Nusak, the beautiful holiday melody, which is all in major, the major key. So it sounds quite a bit different. Page 40.
מי כמוך נעדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה מלכותך ראו בניך, בקיים לפני משה ומרים, ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
You guys are doing such a great job. You know, I just love everybody participating. I don't need this because I got a thing. Now, 42, Hashkivenu. We're going to lie down in peace. It's a lying down evening prayer. But let's do it on page 43. The top of 43. Let's read that together. It's such a beautiful prayer. 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts, eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Beautiful prayer. Now, this is a singing group. So how about on page number 44? We'll just do a little bit of, we won't do the whole thing, but V'shamru v'nei Yisrael. Let's just do the chorus twice. And join in if you want to.
V'shamru ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Now we're going to continue, try to keep it kind of short and sweet, the tefillah. We're going to do a little bit of the tefillah, but today, for the only time of the 50 or 54 Shabbats in the year, the only time, the little tiny print that you'll find on page 48 and on page 50, that's the only time we do these inserts. So that printing is just for this one Shabbat, Shabbat Shuvah, the Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We're going to do the regular Shabbat chanting of the tefillah, but when we get to that part, we'll go back to a special high holiday chanting. It's a little confusing, but it's all right. Traditionally, people rise for the tefillah. That's up to you. Page 46. We'll go from there, and we see how we do it. We see how well we can do it.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer chasadim tovim, vekonei hakol, vezocher chasrei avot v'imachot, umevi geula livnei vneihem, lema'an shamo be'ahava. Zochreinu l'chaim, Melech hafetz b'chaim, v'chotfinu b'sefer ha'chaim, lemancha Elohi chaim.
Go back to regular melody.
Melech chozer u'mashtiach u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah.
Tearing the page.
Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah rav lehoshia, morit atah. Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Sohomech nofelim verofech cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Micha mocha זוכר יצוריו לחיים ברחמים.
V'nemar. V'nemar. V'nemar.
I'm sorry, I can't get back in the melody.
Go to the melody.
ונאמנתה להחיות הכל.
Sing it.
ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
Turn the page.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני המלך הקדוש.
Oh, you guys are great. You may be seated now. Julie, you did a good job there, my friend. I love that. You guys are doing beautifully. I love how you're singing. Such a beautiful thing. How's my friend over there doing? Harmony? Do you have another song you want to sing for us? Another Jewish song? Oh, if you think of one, let me know. Because you're doing such a great job. I know the one that we love singing is a song for peace. We all need peace. We're praying for peace. We're hoping for peace. And maybe this is a time for peace. Page number 60, we have a beautiful prayer. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha. Sure, why not? Join together.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim La'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim La'olam. Ki hatahu melech adon לכל השלום, כי אתה הוא מלך גדול, לכל שלום, שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam V'tov be'einecha levarech Et Amcha Yisrael B'kol et u'v'kol sha'ah Bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim La'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim La'olam. Tasim Le'olam, Tasim Le'olam.
That's beautiful. What song? Oh, well, at the end of the service, you can sing Hamosi, because you see, under that cloth is a challah. At the end of the service, if you can stay up that long. Not that long. How about this one, Harmony? Do you ever sing this song like Bim Bam Shabbat Shalom? Not yet. All right. We're now going to do a special duet. Give her the microphone. Oh, she'll help you.
Let me sit here, and you can stand here.
bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom, bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom.
Julie, don't confuse her. Don't confuse her.
Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat,
Let her do it.
shalom.
Let her do it.
Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Hey, Shabbat shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.
Wow, all right. Boy, this made it all worthwhile for me to come here tonight to hear harmony. Oh, amazing. Now, let's do a few. We're gonna do, this is a singing congregation. All right, Harmony, you can sit down with Mom for a while. We'll bring you back up later. All right, dear? Sit with Mommy. We'll get you back. We love you. We think you're doing great. How about a time for healing? A healing time. We love to have healing time. So let's turn to the healing prayer, which I think we find on page 253. We have a long list of people who are in need of healing because it's our temple, B'nai Torah. Oh, I got to think. I know. You can sit down, honey. Sit down, sweetheart. These are people. By the way, you know, these people, some of them we know really well. Some of them we don't know well, but we're praying for all of them. Just the first person on the list, just by chance, Amy Thornton, whom I saw today because I was leading the service at the Klein-Galland home. And she'd lived there in the Klein-Galland home for over 10 years. She's doing pretty darn well. But, you know, you wouldn't be in the Klein-Galland home if you were totally healthy. So let's all put our focus for Amy Thornton, longtime member of this congregation. So, but she knows we're thinking of her. Lenora has a friend here that she's thinking about. Stacy Hetzel. Jacqueline Tara Smith. Deborah Rose. Eileen Kriesman. That's the way I think I would pronounce it. Ronnie Haber. Ellen Gottlieb. Vanessa Bianco. Paul McCready. Glenn Letts. Carl Wilhite, another friend of Lenora. Jeannie Gaston. Cindy Balin. Patty Newby. Joni Michaels. Joe Giordano. Brian Ward. Joshua Kornblue. Joe Dover. Christina Marie Lindsay. Janine Morris. Ron Louie. Barb Carmichael. Sally Wilderson. Marnie Good. Sylvia Angel. Marion Laird. Sheldon Robert. Another friend of Lenora. William Stangler, the grandson of Susie, who's here with us tonight. Andrea Gurovich. Richard Jones. Lisa Bush. Kalai Soshalealoa. Ed Wolf. And Patricia Barber. These are the individuals, our loved ones and friends, our relatives, who are on our official healing list. However, Julie, if you take your little microphone and pass it around, if anybody want to add other names, since we've mentioned some names, if we left anybody out, this is the time to say a name for healing. And just raise your hand if you want to say it, but put it in the microphone so the name will go out to the world.
Mira Engel.
Scott Winter.
Jordana Seaman.
Janice Ma and Jeannie Kirk.
Diane Elliott, Jason Schwartz, and Nancy Goldberg.
Noach ben Shoshana.
So in the middle of page 253, the familiar prayer for healing. There are others, but this is the one we usually do. Misha Berak by Dora Settle and Debbie Freeman.
Misha Berak Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Beautiful. All right, we can all close our prayer books now for a little moment. All right, got to put down my guitar carefully because it's connected to the machine back there. Ed, do you have a good watch? Watch? Yeah, what time is it? Oh, getting to the end of our day. We don't like to go more than an hour. So we might go 3 or 4 minutes over that hour. But you're going to give me a signal. If I go more than 4 minutes, you're going to stop me. First of all, really, I'd like to just spend my 4 minutes speaking to Harmony, but we'll bring her back up for the motes. Anyhow, I always like to tell people things that they don't know. And that's hard because it's a very knowledgeable group. So that's going to be a challenge. But I'm going to ask you a few questions. You don't have to answer them. They're just rhetorical questions, all right? We Jews are a very small minority of the overall population of the globe. But we're a significant minority. What do you think our global population is now approximately? You can shout it out, I'll repeat it. 20 million. I don't think it's that much. Most demographers say about 9 billion. 9 billion. Now, we can go, see, that's the great thing about no, 9 billion people in the world. 9 billion. Oh, you're not talking about Jews yet. I'm sorry. Clearly, 9 billion. All right, sorry, I misled you. The global population of people. Sorry. You can look that one up. But you're right about the Jews. Now, of course, demographers don't always agree, but there are about 15 million as opposed to million Jews, including some of the people here. And remember that not everybody who's here or in a synagogue on given moment is Jewish. We welcome all people. A person who's not Jewish, totally 100% welcome. Temple B'nai Torah, or I would say any synagogue in the world. But I'm talking about those of us who are Jewish. Now, I want to say, when somebody asks me my religion or my identity, I always prefer to say, I am a Jew. I am a Jew. Because if you use the noun, it's stronger than using the adjective. Now, it's kind of a complex thing because English is a strange language. Sometimes in some groups, the noun and the adjective are the same. But that's not true with our group. We have an adjective and we have a noun. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm Jewish. There's nothing inherently incorrect. It's correct. It's a good description. But it's strong to say I am a Jew. That's in my opinion. So I'm talking about Jews. Now, this is the last. I'm going to keep it short, Ed. There are two kinds of Jews. And every these kind of dichotomies, there are two kinds of Jews, there are two kinds of peanut butters, whatever. There are two kinds, two kinds. They say, well, what is a dichotomy? So I don't think anybody's going to know this because I made it up, but I think it's true. Of the 15 million Jews, a minority, a sizable minority, are Jews who are what has been historically called Orthodox Jews. The word Orthodox is not a very good word. It was taken from a Christian context. It doesn't describe these people very well, but I would tell you who they are. They're people who totally, 100% committed to live according to halacha, Jewish law. They sometimes call dati'im in modern Hebrew, probably better than Orthodox, really, but halakhic Jews following the laws of the halacha. They do it invariably, they do it proudly, and they don't have a lot of wiggle room because halacha is set. That is a good group of people. We love them. They're part of our people. They're Jews. But there's a much larger group of people. And we don't want to define people by what they are not. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to hear what they are. So the rest of the Jews, the people in this room, in this synagogue, people in Israel, people in France, people in America, the vast majority of Jews are in this other category. Now I want to say this is something you may not hear everywhere else. I have a word for these Jews, for us. It's not Reform Jews. It's not conservative Jews. It's not Reconstructionist Jews. It's not liberal Jews. It's not progressive Jews. I have one word for these people, including myself. And I call these people traditional Jews. Traditional Jews. All of us, I would say, are traditional Jews. What's the distinction between a traditional Jew and an Orthodox Jew or a halakhic Jew? The traditional Jew, each one, to some degree or another, and I don't think there are any secular Jews. I don't use that word. We're all traditional Jews. They do things, Jewish things, that are traditional. Some do one, some do the other, some do almost all, some do very, very few, but they all do some traditional things that are Jewish things. So, for example, if you say hamotzi before you have a challah, that's a traditional thing. If you light candles on Shabbat, fine. If you don't, that's fine. You're a traditional Jew. Light candles on Hanukkah. If you have a mezuzah on your door, if you tend to read Jewish books, if you study Torah, if you, what do? 2 minutes. I like that. I like that. Anything that you do that's Jewish. If I go into someone's house, I can tell almost right away, this is a Jew, this is a traditional Jew. So we are the traditional Jews. We follow tradition. We can add to it, we can have more, we can do more tradition sometimes if we want to. We can do less if we want to. We can do some variations of the tradition, that's fine too. But we do traditional things. And we're happy and we're proud to do those traditional things. Now, we could choose to become halakhic Jews and follow all the halakha, and that's fine. Most Jews don't, but a good sizable minority do. And I guess we could say the people who are halakhic Jews could, and sometimes do, decide not to be halakhic Jews in that way. They give up some of the traditions, and by giving up some, they become traditional Jews. So that's the difference. Now, I don't know the number of the 15 million who are halakhic Jews. I'd say it's probably around 10%. About 10%, depending on where you are, more or less. So the other 90%, people in Israel, France, South America, Canada, the other 90% were traditional Jews. And we should be proud to be traditional Jews. We don't have to apologize for it. That's our choice. The main thing is that we choose to be Jews, to identify Jews. And the most important thing, in my view, is when people say, who are you? And there's many different identities that people have. Gender identity, national identity, citizenship. But if we say, I am a Jew, that defines who we are. And we should be proud to be Jews. I also want to say that when we say, Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people is alive. We Jews are alive. We're vital. We're vibrant. That includes all of us. And we don't want to make distinctions, but that distinction that I just did make is important. But we are the traditional Jews. And let's be proud of that. Now, did I hit my time limit? All right. We're going to end our service. Well, the last thing I'm going to do is have Harmony do Hamotzi. That's going to be the highlight of the service. But we're not there yet, Harmony. But we're going to get close. We'll do Aleinu and the Kaddish. I'll say the prayers. I don't forget what page it's on, so someone can tell me what page it's on. What page?
282. 3.
All right, let's go.
Is that the one?
Yeah? Which one do you use? I don't care. Rise if you want to. Bow for Vanaknu if you want to. It's traditional.
I'm going to do the one I know. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We'll be seated for just a few moments. We want to honor loved ones who we are mentioning today. Our recent deaths in our community, Erica Pearl and Mary Helen Ammons. The yard sites this week of Shabbat Shuvah: Harriet Williamson, Lynn Skolnick, Ilsa Hurst, Mary Catherine Halila, Hubert Gersman, Ephraim Newmark, Anna Negrin, Sylvia Foreman, Benjamin Flax, Zena Davidoff, Martha Zelinsky Stubbs, Charlotte Westall, George Norris, Jeff Scroham, and Howard Peace, John Levy, Rabbi Mark Loeb, Judith Goldsmith, Mildred Sirkin Davis, Sura Sorokin, Rebecca Letts, Bonnie Howell, Lucille Barrow, Alex Ellman, Max Dover, and Janet Bardsley. And if there's anyone else who would like to remain standing for those who are honoring their loved ones, anyone else want to honor a loved one and say their name and rise and tell us who they are? Thank you.
My brothers and sisters who died in the service of the country.
That's beautiful. Anyone else want to say a name? Thank you. Let's all rise. Let's all rise. If you can find the Kaddish. Oh, said somebody else? I know 294. That's a beautiful thing. We'll do the Kaddish real slowly together. You've been really great. 294. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma Divrach Hirutei, V'amlik Malchutei, V'chayechon V'yomechon, V'chayed Kol Beit Yisrael, Bagala V'zman Kori Ru Amen, Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach, L'olam Omei Maya, Yit Barak V'yishtabach V'yit Pa'ar V'yit Romam V'yit Naseh V'yit Hadar V'yit Alev V'yit Halal Shemei Dekutsha Barichu Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushvachata V'nechemata Damiram B'alma V'yimru Amen Yehei Shalom Araba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen Oseh Shalom Bimramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'yimru Amen. Let us be seated now for a moment. Let's give the microphone to Andy or anybody else from the board who wants to say a word or two. If they want to, this is our opportunity to greet and meet.
The battery is dying. I'm Andy Held. Welcome from the board. That's it.
Andy's good. We love Andy. Yeah, holiday next Shabbat, Yom Kippur. You're all on top of it. I know that maybe some people want to know about commemoration of the anniversary of October 7th, and that's going to be coming up. There's a gathering at 11:30 on Sunday at Occidental Park, downtown in Pioneer Square. 7 o'clock on Monday at Temple Deher Sinai, which is now completely filled up, but you can do that online. And there's also a few more like that, but those are two that I know of. Now we're going to have two more things happening. He's going to put some batteries in. I like that for Julie. But we're going to have Harmony's still awake. I love it. Not yet, but we're going to get you. This is our chance. If you turn to page 319, 319, there's a list of songs, 319, 319. I'm going to arbitrarily say Ellen Weiss Phelps is going to choose a song that she wants us to sing, because she's so, she's a pretty quiet person, and this is her chance to come up with something. You can choose any song you want. I don't care what it is. The words are all there. It's to be a committee decision. She's asking everybody. I've got to make an decision right now. No, what is it going to be? Ellen, what's it going to be? Adon Olam, the Israeli version.
I don't know. It's a habit.
Well, you're not singing it a solo. Just tell us what it is. What page is it on? Adon Olam at 321. All right, you stay up here, Ellen, since you chose. Ellen, you stay up here. You share the microphone.
What page is it on?
At page 321, I take my trusty guitar, and we do Adon Olam in the version that Ellen chose. 321. Come on, guys, 321. There you do. 1, 2, 3.
אדון עולם אשר מהלך בטרם כה יציר נפרע לעת נעשה וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא אזי מלך אדון נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך כמו רע והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא יהיה בתפארה.
Let's go to the last verse, בידו. בידו כי רוחי
בעת הישן ויעירה ואם רוחי גבייתי אדוני לי ולא יירא אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Good choice. Now we're going to do the Kiddush. We have you up there soon there. Harmony. Page 5. I guess we're all going to rise. On page number 5. Now you hold it, dear. Together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila למקרא קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מקומים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני
מקדש
Shabbat.
Amen. All right, now remain standing for the highlight of the day. You not only help, but you can do the whole thing by yourself. I want to hear it by yourself first, and then we'll sing it after you. So everybody, Harmony's going to hold the challah.
And I'll put the mic in front of you. Okay?
You remember?
And you do the blessing.
Hamotzi lehem min haaretz. Amen.
Let's all do it together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lehem min haaretz. Now, Harmony, take a piece of that. Take a piece of that challah. You'll be the first one. Kind of hard. Maybe it's been around for a few years. Everyone, Shabbat Shalom. And there's the Oneg Shabbat over there.